Have you ever found yourself in a social situation feeling utterly confused? Someone acts distant, perhaps even a little cold, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. It's a common human experience to misinterpret social signals, especially when we default to blaming ourselves. We often assume disinterest or dislike, leading to internal discomfort. But what if the truth behind their behavior is far less about you being wrong and more about their own internal landscape? What if, sometimes, that distance is a sign of intimidation? It's a counterintuitive thought, isn't it? To think that someone's awkwardness or even apparent negativity might stem from feeling overwhelmed by your presence. Let's explore this hidden dynamic. Intimidation isn't always about power plays or aggression. Often, it's a quiet, internal reaction to perceived confidence, intelligence, or even just a strong personality in another. One common sign is avoidance. An intimidated person might subtly try to keep their distance, avoid eye contact, or even physically turn away during a conversation. Their body language might become more closed off, crossed arms, slumped shoulders, or even fumbling with objects as a nervous displacement activity. Another cue can be a sudden quietness. Someone who is normally talkative might become unusually silent when you're around, struggling to find words. This isn't a sign of disinterest, but rather a mind momentarily overwhelmed, perhaps by a fear of saying the wrong thing or not living up to a perceived expectation. Conversely, some individuals might overcompensate. They become overly talkative, boastful, or even try to dominate the conversation to assert their own perceived value. This is a defense mechanism, an attempt to hide their insecurity by projecting an image of strength. It's a loud way of saying, "I'm not intimidated," even when they are. You might also notice a shift in their communication patterns. They might communicate through others, asking a third person to relay messages to you rather than speaking directly. Another subtle sign is an unexpected defensiveness or even a slight hostility. If you offer a suggestion or constructive criticism, they might react with unusual prickliness. This isn't personal. It's often a knee-jerk reaction born from a heightened sense of vulnerability and a fear of being judged or found inadequate. Consider their behavior around others versus around you. Do they seem more relaxed and natural when you're not present, only to stiffen up upon your arrival? Their voice might change, too. It could become softer, almost a whisper, or, conversely, unnaturally loud and forced, betraying their discomfort. They might also engage in excessive agreement or flattery. This isn't always genuine admiration, but can be a strategy to appease or avoid conflict with someone they feel is superior. Watch for nervous gestures, fidgeting with hands, touching their face or neck, rapid blinking, or constantly shifting their weight. These are classic signs of anxiety. Sometimes they might even try to one-up you, not in a competitive way, but as a subtle attempt to prove their own worth, even if it comes across as insecure. It's crucial to remember that these behaviors are often unconscious. The person themselves might not even realize they are acting intimidated. Their self-perception might be that they are simply shy or reserved, when in fact, your presence triggers a deeper sense of insecurity within them. Understanding this can shift your perspective from self-blame. It's not about you being too much, but about their internal struggles. When you observe these signs, resist the urge to pull back or take it personally. Instead, consider how you might create a more comfortable space. Perhaps offer a genuine compliment. Ask an open-ended question that invites them to share, or simply maintain a calm, approachable demeanor. Remember, the goal isn't to fix them, but to gently lower the perceived barrier between you. Small gestures can make a big difference. Ultimately, recognizing intimidation in others is a skill that enhances your emotional intelligence, allowing for deeper, more authentic connections. So, the next time someone seems distant or difficult, pause before you conclude it's about you. Consider the possibility that you might simply be shining a little too brightly for their comfort. This awareness allows you to respond with compassion rather than insecurity. It transforms potential conflict into an opportunity for understanding. It's a subtle but powerful shift, moving from judgment to curiosity and from self-doubt to a more profound appreciation of human complexity. Embrace the wisdom that comes from truly seeing others, not just through your own lens, but through the quiet fears and aspirations that make us all human.